Get ready for a conversation with unfiltered truths, politically incorrect statements,
Oh, come on.
and a ton of shit that will piss you Karens off. You have been officially warned. Coming to you from an undisclosed location deep in the heart of Texas. Welcome to the Big Mike Podcast. And now, here's your host, Big Mike.
Hey, everybody, what's up? This is our first episode, so we're winging it. So bear with us, y'all. We're messing with the cameras and stuff, so if it looks a little choppy, I apologize, but we'll get it fixed. Like I said, we're on the first one, so let me introduce. We got my broadcasting and audio-visual person right now. We're working the kinks out. Big bro, how are you doing today?
Not too bad.
All right, let's get right after it. So, sorry about that. Ooh, a little nerves are getting me a little bit here. Let's get right to it. So, full disclosure before we get started, I'm Mike. I'm the owner and founder of Horns and Hills Rodeo Company. We're a rodeo western lifestyle brand. If you guys want to check us out, hornsandhills.com. I'm excited today. We also released our coffee today, Rodeo Coffee Company. Y'all go check us out. Bags are available now. This supports the show, so if you purchase a bag, it just supports this platform. So let's get right to it. So the basis of our show is we're going to talk about anything we want, pretty much. We're going to say things that are probably going to piss you off. We're going to say things that are 100% legit. We're not going to talk a bunch of smoke and mirrors. We got plenty of people in the media that do that now. So I want to touch base on, I know you've probably heard this before and things going on. We're still talking about this COVID relief bill that Trump asked for $2,000 more for Americans, which is rightfully so. He should. But I want to know more about what the revised bill, if there's still a ton of pork in there.
By what I saw, he wants to cut the relief for the foreign governments that they were giving in the COVID bill, which has nothing to do with America.
I still think it's a foreign aid bill.
Yeah, and they just covered it up by putting
the pork in there.
Yeah,
they
just covered it up by putting.
Nancy Pelosi thought she was going to pull that trick like she did. Well, we got to sign it before what's in it.
Yeah, so what I was trying to do is they waited until the very last minute before the government shut down, because the government shutdown was in there that as well.
I believe it needs to shut down. I think we need to do a full wash and just everybody out. Boom, start from scratch. I guarantee you people will agree with that.
Oh.
Everybody who's a congressman, senator, all of them, done. Shut the government down. Get everybody out of office. Start from scratch, even down to your judges.
If you do that, you'd have too much anarchy, but what you need to do is get the people term limits is what you need. Honestly,
the term limits shit don't work. We've seen that. People,
no.
Term limits got their blue blood rhinos out there that are just milking the system. Look, people should be downright infuriated. I mean, you should be fucking pissed.
Well, you guys, they're shutting down the America, and they're shutting down businesses and small businesses. Yet they're still getting paid.
What I'm saying is, people should be.
No, Congress is still getting paid.
No, what I'm saying, people should be fucking pissed off.
Yeah, and Congress should take a tax like a payroll cut. They should not be getting paid.
Cut?
They should not be getting paid. They should not be getting
paid from the jump.
Yeah.
From day one. You should be paying our military.
Yeah.
Our military, first and foremost. Shout out to everybody who's a veteran and who's serving.
First responders as well.
All of them. Anybody who's out there that's going to do something selfless to take care of somebody else. Yes. You need to really think about those folks. That's a selfless act to go defend your country so we can have punks and snot-nosed little whatever you want to call them, sit there and try to tear our country down so you guys can all kiss my ass on that end. So I apologize for the language, but I'm a pissed off American like everybody else should be.
Yeah, but you're not going to get people like that. So people are just going to go watch CNN and their MSNBCs, and that's all they're going to do.
Sheep.
They're sheep. Yeah, they're sheeple. That's what I like to call them.
But my thing was I was going through that bill the other night, and it was just horrific.
Well, let's go through the bill again. We can break it down and see what they say. Let me bring it up real quick, and y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so we're going to go over this, but we're going to cover a lot of other stuff here. I saw a video this morning that kind of just ticked me off. I guess some mall security guys thought they were Billy Badasses because some guy wasn't wearing a mask. Here's my thing. Stick your mask right up your ass. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't care. I'm done people telling me what we can and can't do. Okay? Here's what blows my mind is that these people want to push a bill like this. We'll get back to that in a minute, but I'm still on this, and I don't know why. It's still tearing me off. We pay taxes. 20% of our taxes is out of control. And then they want to push this through. This is a slap in the face. There shouldn't be, like I tell everybody, we need to make sure that the boat floats before we help everybody else out. Okay? You got a lifeboat. You need to make sure you can be able to take on water. There ain't no holes in it before you pull anybody else into the boat. Okay, that's my opinion. A lot of people think, and yes, I will say this, I am a conservative. I don't care what you think. I believe in God, country, and us busting our ass to make sure that we can take care of ourselves. I think we're raising a nothing against millennials. Not every millennial I'm saying this to, but a majority of millennials are raised as soy boys. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to learn a trade. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to chase nature. They don't want to do anything. It's hard to get a kid out of bed when all they want to do is play PlayStation and Xbox all the damn time. Like I tell my kids and my family, I'm your father. I'm not your best friend. If you want a best friend, go find one. That's how all kids should be raised. There's no in my household. You have to work for. You have to earn it. You have to earn it.
That's how I was raised.
So we were all raised. You have to earn it. If you want it, you have to earn it. So, but anyway, let me get back onto this while he's looking that up. We'll go over this chart here in a second. So basically, you had a military veteran who was in the mall. I guess he was doing some shopping, and some people, some Karens, like you guys heard the opening of the show. Karens can go find something else to do. Because what's going to end up happening, this is how I'm looking at everything. You're going to walk up to the wrong dude, right? And all of a sudden, there's going to be somebody who ain't going to listen to your shit. And they're going to knock the living shit out of you. Okay? And you're going to go run to somebody, and you think, no, people ain't going to listen no more. There's only so much poking.
You're poking the bear way too much.
You're poking it. I think what's going on, I think this is just a beta test. There's certain people see how much of the people
somebody can take,
how much we could take.
I'm going to tell you this much right now that, what happened with that gentleman, a veteran, I mean.
Well, let me get to the basis before we get down into that rabbit hole. So he's in the mall. Someone reports he ain't got a mask. So we got a security guard. He probably was a punk-ass kid in high school, probably got bullied. So he's going to get a security guard job at the local mall. Because I could promise you, I'll give you the full. I was just talking about this story on the way here to the studio this morning. When I was younger, I worked at a mall. I ain't got nothing to hide. Nope. I worked at an arcade for a while when I was younger. My nickname's Big Mike, always Big Dorch or whatever it is. So we went to an interview, and we had an incident at the arcade where a 18-year-old kid punched a 4-year-old boy. In the arcade. The little kid, his little brother walked over. This 4-year-old boy's laid out on the floor. I'm freaking out thinking he's dead, right? So the 8-year-old brother comes over and said, that kid over there punched him in the face. I mean, he knocked the living shit out of this kid. So this human reaction is you want to attack, and that's exactly what I did. And this kid took off running. Well, I chased him down, which everybody was tripping. I chased this little Filipino kid down the mall. That's what it was. Because I was living in Virginia Beach at the time. And as far, I'll get down to the other story too. So I chased him down, tackled him, pretty much linebackered his ass out, about killed him, drug his ass back up. Security came and got him. Well, about a month later, the security people in the mall were looking for people. So I went down there. I said, hell, let me throw my hat in the ring, went down there, and literally I got the first dose of the soy boy right off the bat. So I guess the so-called mall commander gave me an interview, and they have reports in the mall of every incident that happens at the mall. So my name came up. We're in the interview, and he goes, you were in an incident. We don't handle things with that much of aggressiveness. I said, well, I can understand where you're coming from, but you got to see my place. A 4-year-old child was basically
punched in the face by
abused.
An 18-year-old. Yeah.
By an 18-year-old, but adult pretty much.
Yeah, child abuse.
Standard. Child abuse.
So,
well, we would have handled it a little different. I said, well, I guess you just, And he goes, well, I think your attitude and your demeanor is not what we're looking for in the mall. We don't need intimidation.
Well, what is security guard for then? Why do they have security guards there for?
Well, I thought it's a deterrent.
Yeah, it's a deterrent.
You got to want your security guards to look aggressive.
Yeah, but you don't want them to act aggressive. I mean, I wouldn't say aggressive
I'm not
to
saying
everybody,
tackle
but
every asshole that walks up by you down.
Yeah, but if somebody does something wrong, then you need to be detained until the authorities get there, and that's what a security guard's for.
Yeah, but the security guard don't know how to do his job or properly trained.
Yeah,
and that's the problem with a lot of individuals. And the military guys who are watching this can understand where I'm coming from. Don't go out there and act like you can throw it down.
No.
Because you're going to run up against somebody that's going to whoop your ass.
Well, what happened with the gentleman is, the security guard approached him. He said, I don't need a mask. Stay away from me. I'm staying away from everybody.
Pretty much. Leave me alone.
And leave me alone. He's trying to walk away, and one of the security guards tries to put his hands on him. Well, the guy tossed him.
Yep.
I mean, any right person.
Well, you're only seeing half-ass clips.
Yeah,
you're not seeing the full clips. So
you're not seeing from the very beginning.
They're going to try to make this guy like he was going out looking for trouble.
Yeah, no.
He clearly looked that this guy wasn't looking for trouble at all, which drives me bananas. So of course they tackled him. They made a big spectacle out of it.
Like 4 guys had to tackle him.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot more than 4 people.
I'll tell you right now.
That. For me, take a lot more than 4.
You better pack you a damn lunch if you're mall security coming up on me, because I will snap your damn neck.
Well, here's what gets me is that everybody, like, as soon as something like that happens, people pull their phones out. People pull their phones out.
Yeah,
they don't do anything.
I can promise you, it'd be the fastest knockout you've ever seen in history.
Well, I'll guarantee you this much right now is I wouldn't be the one pulling out my phone. I would, it's a veteran. He put his life in.
Well, like I said, here's the problem I have. It's not for the main part that was going on. What pissed me off is that you had other people.
Yeah.
Other grown-ass men standing around watching this vet.
Yeah, and not saying anything or not stopping.
Up to the plate. Here's the thing. When you acquiesce to shit like that, then you're going to get controlled.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of men should have stepped up and walked up and said, yo, get your damn hands off of him. Then what would have happened, it would have been on at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the security guards would have backed off. Because now they're going 4 to 5, and then you got somebody. All I'm saying, if I was there, the situation probably would have been a lot different.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go out there and whip everybody's ass really bad, but when you're confronting your back,
no. I mean,
here's the problem: people in America are scared to help other people.
It's because
they don't want to cause any waves.
They don't want to cause any waves. I don't want to go to jail. Don't.
You know
have
what?
an
I
issue.
think you can throw that out the window. I don't think people give a shit about going to jail anymore.
No. They won't let you back in jail anyway with the COVID right now.
Yeah. Make sure you got your mask on in your cruiser.
Yeah, make sure you're in your car with your mask on when you're driving by yourself.
So let me get one more thing. If you guys are on this, a lot of people still tripping on this COVID kick.
Yeah.
Get ready for the new trick is going to be there's another strain coming out that's twice as powerful.
They already started.
And they can't detect. Notice they're getting ready to do
They already started it. They already did it in London. In Britain, they're talking about.
That's why DFW.
There's another.
DFW was loaded with people coming in.
Yep.
Got to follow the quarantine.
There's another strain coming, a stronger train.
Well, here's the thing.
Coming,
they don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna give you, if you want to, you listen to this show and you think I'm blowing smoke up your ass. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the CDC website and I want you to look at the deaths per capita per year from 2016 to right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you're going to find is that number is averaging to be 2.3 to 2.4 million a year in America die. And I want you to look at the chart on what
and not just from COVID.
No, but what they're doing is everybody who has a sniffle, anything, it's right off the bat. It's going to be COVID, marked as COVID because they want these numbers. Look, don't get a vaccination. Okay, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I will tell you this flat out. There's no point in getting a vaccine if you got a 99.9% survival rate. Is that what it is? 99.9?
I'll have to look up the survival rate.
99.8.
Yeah.
From my understanding growing up, I thought the flu was a lot more deadlier than this. Straight up.
A heart attack is. I mean, come on.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is I'm talking the flu. So,
I'm looking at the survival rate right now. Here we go. Common questions young adults require.
Yeah. Give us the skimmy right there.
Although most healthy people will develop mild to moderate diseases, up to 1 in 5 young adults with COVID may require hospitalization. May. Let's see here. Yeah, they're padding these numbers, by the way. I'm looking at this.
Well, what do you think? You're on the alphabet.
Yeah.
The alphabet's going to change their numbers. The
Yeah.
CDC changes their website 24/7 like they're changing underwear. Dr. Fauci don't know if he's coming or going half the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look up some research on Fauci. He's an evil son of a bitch. He thinks everybody, honestly and truly, I think he thinks everybody's a fool. Dr. Burke, she got caught. She got caught straight up, and then she retired. I wonder why you retired. Because everybody thinks it's all optics. Let's put our mask on. Let's play games with these folks. All I know is heart-wrenching from some of the stories I heard of business owners. There's restaurants in our local area, James, that'll probably never come back.
Yeah, no way. No way. We drove by a shopping center that was hustling and bustling.
Would you say 90% of that shopping center is closed
At
down?
least.
Every
Out of
single business?
maybe
I'm
15 businesses.
It
There's
looked
2
like
left.
something out of a damn Walking Dead episode. I mean, there was not even no signage on there. They took the signage and everything down.
Yeah.
It's so bad in a certain pocket that they're not even putting up for lease signs in these areas
Yeah.
because they know they won't be able to release them out. There's no business going on.
From the last I saw, I can't get a straight answer. It's a mortality rate of 0.00 or 0.01.
Yeah, the 98.9,
Or,
99.8%,
give or
something
take
like that. I'm sure everybody's heard this 1,000 times.
0.05, so it might have changed. I don't know, but
whatever you guys think, what it is that, look, you got scientists in Italy right now that are testing kiwis that are coming back positive. I think it's on Instagram right now if you guys go look.
yeah.
I apologize right now. I'm not throwing up screenshots, things like that. We're just running our first one here. So check us out at hornsandheels.com. Go buy something there. Help us support this platform here. The more support we get, the bigger the platform, guys. We're going to be bringing in celebrities. Not really celebrities.
Local celebrities.
People we look up to, people we, follow them quite a bit.
City council people that deal with the government, local governments, and try to get some, county people in and everything like that. So, all right. Well, we're going to wrap that up. Let's get into this COVID relief bill. Relief. I'm doing the
let's go ahead and do the
air
relief
quotes here. So,
go ahead and run
over
some
$900 billion for this COVID relief bill. So, when you think about what COVID relief bill is, it's to help American people, correct?
COVID relief for Americans.
Yeah. Not for everybody, just for the American people.
Everybody's stepping up to the trough.
Yeah. All right. So
Well, I don't think everybody's stepping to the trough.
I don't think it is. I think it's the Democrats trying to push their agendas
This
on
is a foreign
us.
aid bill. It's a foreign aid bill.
Exactly. So
It's a foreign aid money laundering bill. That's all it is.
Yeah.
People should be freaking out right now.
Your COVID relief bill, quote unquote COVID relief bill, is and this is the breakdown of where this money's going. Over $900 billion.
I don't know. I think it's topping 1.1.
Yeah, it might be more. It might be more now. But COVID relief bill, $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia. I don't know. Has
there been a detail or a presidential detail going to Cambodia here lately at all to do anything?
I haven't heard
I don't even
anything
think you
in
got any
Cambodia.
ambassadors talking. We ain't heard news about Cambodia since the killing fields in the 70s.
So
when the Khmer Rouge came in there and cleaned everybody out.
So $85.5 million going to Cambodia, assistance to Cambodia. $134 million to Burma. To Burma,
which is the longest running civil war in history, I believe. That's just going to go to weapons and rice.
Yeah,
probably for the people running the country.
That's small. That's not even. I mean, that's a very small amount. But $1.3 billion of the $900 billion, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military.
That's going to Russian weapons. They're just going to buy weaponry from Russia.
They've never bought weapons from us. So where do they get them from?
Russia.
So you guys are screaming Russia.
No, we're giving money to the Egyptians to go buy Russian armaments.
Exactly. But
and probably Chinese armaments.
This is how they sneak it into the bill, though. They're waiting until the very last minute when people are very hurt.
Foreign aid bill. It ain't.
Yeah.
Nothing
I mean,
about us.
all three of those right there, foreign countries.
Okay.
All that was going
There's
to foreign countries.
one staff in the bill. See for the carp.
No. We'll get to that. I mean, I'm just going to go through because we're still sitting on a American COVID relief bill. But has any of that money gone to America yet? Not yet. So let's go. $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan.
Yeah, I could give two shits. Lindsey Graham is really worried about that. If you guys look up Lindsey Graham, Lindsey Graham is really, really heartfelt about gotta have these people understand. Lindsey Graham, he's a snake in the grass. Mitch McConnell's a snake in the grass, and we're going to name off these Republicans little by little.
Yes.
As we get down to more episodes and stuff like that, we're going to deep dive into these people's backgrounds.
Well, maybe you guys can have them call them out and tell them to come on the show. Maybe they can.
They're not going to come on the show.
All right, next route, $505 million, $500 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. Is it going to America? But that sounds like South America to me. I don't know about you. So, So out of the, I'd probably have to keep a running total, but just that first little bit of the bill right there, nothing goes to America.
You guys are on Parler. We're on Parler. Check out the Big Mike Show. That's the handle on Parler. Go give us a follow there. That'll help us out. We've just started the page back in November when we were getting this all set up. So if you guys want to check us out, you'll see my ugly mug. I'll post things. You guys can share things with me. But I call it like I see it. There's information that I know. We have plenty of sources. And
yeah, just go check them out.
What we're going to do is we're going to say a couple of things that the other major shows. The Dan Bongino report is great. I love Dan Bongino. Yeah. If you check this out, if he's seeing any kind of snippet from this show, he don't take no bullshit, but he really, really wants to say what's on his mind, and I think he's handcuffed a little bit because of his sponsors.
Yeah,
and I totally agree with that. We all got to make a living here.
Yeah, and I don't knock him for that. I don't knock him for that one bit.
But if you guys want to check us out on Parler, it's the Big Mike Show. There, y'all just follow us there. We're going to be getting on Rumble too. We don't know how long we'll be on YouTube. I can tell you that. YouTube will probably slap us here pretty quick.
I doubt it.
Well, they probably will because they don't like seeing the American flag. They don't like seeing none of that crap. But this is what it is. Let's just get back to this bill thing here. I want to cover. There's one thing in this bill that throws. I want everybody.
Oh, we will. We're getting to it. We're close to it.
Everybody stops and thinks just for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just puts the two variables together. They're going to see something. They're going to understand. Like, whoa. Now I understand where you're coming from with this.
Okay. Now this is the first bit of money going to in America.
Yeah.
It's $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington D.C.
So here's hold on.
Good.
This is the Kennedy Center. Is this the same center that got $25 million in the first bill?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Same Kennedy Center in Washington D.C. Right. They're not even open.
The plaza's not open at all.
They're not even
square,
open.
Whatever they call it is not even open.
They're not even open.
The Smithsonian's not even open.
But I'm glad you said that. So the Smithsonian's getting $1 billion.
To purchase art, as you read in the fine print.
No.
Purchase art too, and open up satellites.
An additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art.
That's where they can purchase art.
Yeah. So they're getting $1 billion.
We got people in this country right now that can't put food on their table because people are telling them they can't open their business and go to work.
Exactly.
And they can't even put food on their table for the kids. And they're going to go out and buy $150 million?
Yeah. No. $154 million, but that's not including the $1 billion that the Smithsonian's getting before that.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, I don't think it makes any sense at all.
It's staying in America, I understand it, but is that relieving you guys for COVID? No, not that I know.
No.
All right. After that, $7 million for reef fish management.
Reef fish management. That's probably down in Florida.
Yeah, reef fish.
Yeah,
coral reef.
Coral reef. It's the only thing I can think of down there in Key West.
Shout
out to everybody down in Key West.
Yep. $25 billion to combat Asian carp.
This is the one.
$25 billion.
$25 billion. Now listen, this is the one that threw me for a loop, and then I knew it was all BS. The whole bill was BS.
Good.
Foreign names bill. So $25 billion to combat Asian carp.
Billion.
Okay. This is what blows my mind. We're going through a pandemic, and these people are worrying about Asian carp
When you're not even supposed to be out on the water because you're
In
locked down.
In some states, you're locked down. Okay, hold on a second. And then on the next breath, I think I saw where the CIA was getting $518 million or something like that for.
Oh no, we're not even done with the
Hold on,
agricultural yet.
I know this is a part of an agriculture bill.
That's an agricultural bill,
You realize,
not a COVID relief bill.
Did you realiase the farmers didn't even get close to that?
Not yet.
Farmers.
Oh
bill?
yeah, last time no.
No, $25 billion to eradicate carp.
Yeah, carp, Asian
Fish.
Asian carp. All right, next one is $2.5 million. This is a small amount. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Look, we're from Texas, okay? I know plenty of people that live in the coast.
Yeah,
No one gives a shit about the count of the amberjack fish.
that's a provision to promote breeding of the fish in federal hatcheries.
So that's hold on a second. Then why would that be in a COVID bill? It should be in an agriculture bill or a farm bill.
Exactly.
That's part of the agriculture.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But what I'm saying is they're trying to roll up everything on what. This doesn't make sense. This is our money.
Yeah, and they're just giving it away. So, let's see here. $3 million in poultry production technology.
This is what. Oh, you told me this the other day when you were reading this off earlier. This is what kind of scratches my head. There is no government facility that produces chicken or processes chicken in this country.
That's like a locally owned farmers? Yeah, privately owned farmers, right?
Okay. Yeah. Now they do. Now cattle ranchers do get provisions for certain, like if you don't raise here, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a claim to fame rancher. I don't know everything about ranching, but I do know in the state of Texas, be enough ranchers that sometimes if you got several acres and several heads of cattle, they'll pay you not to produce cattle.
Yeah.
They'll pay you. It's commodities. Keep the commodities adjusted.
Exactly.
So that's all farm aid.
Yeah, that's all agricultural from that.
There's no need for that.
Oh, hold on. Okay, now.
You know what pisses me off? Hold on before we get started.
Go ahead.
Us going through this list, you realize when people are hungry and starving to get in the food lines.
Yeah,
there is not one provision on this damn bill for any kind of food aid.
Yeah, for
America.
anybody. Not even to help out the food banks.
Not even.
No money going to the food banks.
Not one.
You guys are starving, and they're not worrying about you guys having food on the table for your family.
I just
they haven't had not $1 go to the American people yet. And there's still more.
Oh, I know. There's so much.
There's still a little bit more. So $2 million to research the impact of downed trees.
I'll tell you let me tell you the impact of downed trees. You cut them up and burn the son of a bitches.
Yeah, for heating.
That's what you do. Okay, and here's the problem. That's a California thing. That's probably going to California because in California for the last 10 years, the Democrats in that state have not put any funding to the forest industry in that state to be cutting fire breaks.
I mean, what's $2 million? $2 million to research impact?
You don't need research.
Who's getting that money?
$2 million for some knucklehead college kid to go out there with a chart and go, "Yep, a tree fell down here."
A tree fell down, and it's
what the
causing...
impact is? The impact is the people in that state are a bunch of idiots. You want to know why? Because you're actually going to pay someone to walk around and go, "That tree's been falling down for thousands of years. What the hell do we need to go somebody with a notebook and go, "Yep, that tree fell down. I don't know what."
What's the impact? It impacted the ground.
That's exactly what it is.
Is it impacting the environment?
No, because what does the tree do?
Decomposes.
Decomposes, goes back in the ground. It starts
and gets nutrients in the soil.
Say for instance, our ranch.
Yeah,
a tree drops. Right, we cut it down. We usually burn it. Right.
Yeah.
In that particular area where that tree falls, what happens within about 2 years? The saplings.
Oh, there's trees galore. There's trees galore coming.
You remember the 2 trees?
So $2 million. Hey, you can bring the $2 million over here, and we'll tell you how the down trees work. How about that?
We'll tell you how it works.
Yeah, we'll tell you how it works. Federal government, just listen to us. All right, here you go. This is what you were talking about. $566 million for construction projects at the FBI.
Okay, this is the one I wanted to bounce back.
Yeah. $566 million.
Hold on, calm down. So this, calm down. What it is, this is the one that throws me for a loop. Mm-hmm. So every time we're on, not every time we're on, but every time you're watching TV, everything. It's national security. This national security that. Okay. Russia did this. Russia did that.
Yeah.
500. How much? 60 something.
566 million.
566 million for FBI building construction.
FBI construction projects at the FBI.
At the FBI. So that's buildings, walls. That's I worked with the military.
Expansion, maybe.
Probably building more satellite offices somewhere else. So they give the F for security. It's all based on security.
Yeah.
Okay. Then why the hell are we giving $25 billion for Agent? Where is that money going? Agent Carp, to eradicate Agent Carp is $25 billion.
No, not to eradicate them, to battle them.
Yeah, to battle them. We're not even going to win.
To battle. $25 billion.
So do you see where I'm coming from? You got national security.
Yeah, here.
But the fish get more funding.
Yeah. Numerous. More. A lot more.
Well, a lot more funding.
5 times the amount.
Right. So I'm sitting there going.
Because if you add the amberjack and you add the
right, if you add all the fish together, the fish. This is what I'm talking about. It ain't pork, it's fish. Yeah. There's more funding for the fish than there are anything else
for poultry. Poultry, $3 million. $3 million.
Does this make any,
that's food.
Do you understand where I'm coming from with this now?
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense. There's more funding in the bill for fish than any other thing there.
Yep. Yeah, there's more funding in there for. Well, actually, hold on. How about this? When we do the math here, just the fish alone looks like it. $25 billion for fish. You can add the. Looks like let's see here, Cambodia, Burma. Just the Cambodia, Burma, excuse me, Egypt, and $25 million to Pakistan and Belize. It's right about the same amount as the $25 billion going to.
So that's
combat Asian carp.
Basically, what it is, it's a money laundering operation.
That's exactly what it sounds to me. Sounds good.
I know that's what it is.
Hey,
you can't tell me no different.
Hey, looky here.
I want to know where this money goes. I want to know how it's divvied out. I want to know what accounts it goes into. You don't get that verification.
No, you don't. You just said this. It's going here.
Oh, it's just going here.
Well, where?
Okay, so that means the person you dump in this $25 billion is nothing to sneeze at.
Exactly.
So where's this funding? It's not going to different departments. None of that. It's getting laundered.
Exactly.
It's going to get spun around. It's going to end up in some congressman or some senator's pocket 3 months, 4 months from now.
Yeah.
He's waiting on that big paycheck. Why do you think that these Republicans, McConnell, Lindsey Graham, a couple other these little soy boys in there, are bucking Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, they used Trump to get in office.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But I'm telling you, after the 6th, when Trump's elected president,
yeah.
It will happen. I'm sorry for all you liberals out there. You guys can say whatever, but the Constitution and law, when it comes down to it, it's on our side. We already broke that down the other night. We don't have to go through this. I'm sure people already know.
That'll be another episode.
Yeah.
We'll wait until after the 6th to do that episode,
yeah,
just to make you guys happy
sure,
and
but
mad.
don't get it twisted. Don't think that
time.
these numbnuts are going to – because here's what the Democratic Party is dead. They know for a fact if Trump gets in office – well, I apologize for shaking here. If he gets in office, everything they did, they're done.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you all a little inside baseball, and you guys can tell me I'm a conspiracy
hold on.
theorist.
Let me finish this first before we go down
this
that
is so
rabbit
much
hole.
information, y'all.
So much
we got
going
plenty
on.
of stuff coming down the pipe.
We're just trying to wrap up the COVID bill. Okay. The bill also allows stimulus checks to family of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each.
So here's
not per family.
Each.
Hold
on.
Family member.
So you mean to tell me that Americans, true blood, born in this pay state, do everything we're only going to get $600.
Yep,
but the illegals coming into the country, we're going to get $1,800.
Yep. It only provides hardworking taxpayers with only $600 in relief payments.
Remember what Pelosi said? Substantial.
That's a substantial amount of money.
Why, she lives in a $20 million mansion.
And she had her ice boxes filled up with
she lives in a $20 million mansion in San Francisco in her district. Her district is literally these people walk down the street, pull down their pants, and shit in the street.
Oh, yeah.
Piss in the street. It is so horrific that it's basically a third world country. It's basically, you know what it is? It's the outside of Nepal, India.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like that.
Yep.
Well, we're on the outskirts of Austin. We're going to Austin. It's a liberal-run town. It's terrible. You guys should see the tents. They're everywhere.
But right here, Congress, and this is from Trump, okay? Trump says Congress has found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interest while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault, not their fault. Now he's asking Congress, and if you guys are actually paying attention to current events, it already passed the House at $2,000 per American. It's already passed, but now the Senate is trying to block it. Mitch McConnell, I believe.
Oh,
right?
there's a couple up there
is trying to
doing
block it because they want to do is they're trying to get, taken out, or you're going to have to do this to get it passed. Don't think that they're out to get the American people. They're trying to help the American people at the same time. But $600?
They ain't helping nobody.
$2,000 really not helping
For
that
9
much.
months or 10 months of hell?
Yeah.
For people saying you can't leave your house, you can't walk out, you can't go provide a living and take care of yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna knock this out, and I'm gonna do some math here real quick. I'm gonna bring this up.
And on top of that, I'm gonna tell you flat out, don't take the vaccination.
No, I actually saw a video of an actual registered nurse just recently that took the vaccination literally in 3 days, and she's freaking out. She actually has Bell's palsy.
Mm-hmm.
Whole left side of her face is just, she can't smile. She can't blink. She has no muscle control at all. So
it's orchestrated. The vaccine companies, the Gestapo out there. Look, you police departments out there. Let me tell you straight up. If you go, and this is what drives me crazy. I'm support the blue. Don't get me wrong, but there are some punk departments out there, straight up, that will go, I'm just doing my job. That's the same thing Hitler's crew said. I was just doing my job in the concentration camps. You know what I'm saying?
All right, now I'm going to do some math
here.
here.
You know what? Some of you punk cops out there, I'm going to call you punk cops because that's what you are. You got good ones and you got bad ones, but there's a lot of them you're starting to see in different departments.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't want to go combat real crime. But You guys want to go to shake down a poor girl in a wheelchair at a theater that happened on December 27th.
Because she doesn't have a mask on.
Because she's literally had MS or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so you want to harass the family.
And she can't have a mask. People with asthma.
But she wanted to go see a movie with her family, but everybody wanted to throw a fit.
You know.
All
right, now I'm going to do some math here and see if you agree with me. It's a $900 billion, tax COVID relief bill.
Mm-hmm.
So $325 million or 325 million people in America. So out of those 325 million people, 225 million probably
eligible.
That are eligible, you think?
220 million or whatever.
All right, so if you divide that by 200, I'll put 202 just to be safe.
All right.
Oh, I must be doing something wrong because 225 million, right?
You're talking about people.
Oh, million. I did it by billion. Sorry,
Come on,
guys.
get your shit together.
Sorry, guys. So 900 billion. Divide that by 200, and you said 25 million?
I guess, yeah.
It comes out $4,000 a person. If the COVID bill was actually the COVID bill.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you my scenario.
Would that help your family out with $4,000 per person that is able to get it?
Absolutely.
What's $600 going to do to you?
$600, you're going to pay whatever trifling bill you have to pay. You're probably struggling to pay your power bill.
Yeah.
You're going to you got to put money back for gas, and you're going to buy enough food to last you a couple of more weeks.
I wouldn't even say a couple of weeks.
Because you got the food prices will went up.
You get a family of four has $2,400 because they get 600 per person.
Right.
So $2,400. $2,400. We've been locked down since February. They've given us a check for $1,200. When was I can't even remember. March.
I don't know, May.
March, April, and some of you guys didn't get it until the middle of summertime.
I'll tell you this: we're 100% transparent on this podcast and what we do. You guys can check me out on Facebook, Hornsey Hills Rodeo Company. I do videos all the time. I tell everybody what's going on. Look, back when this was on, I documented all this. Mm-hmm. You saw it firsthand. Mm-hmm. To say our business wasn't affected by this would be lying.
Oh, extremely lying, because people are. When they started shutting it down, the first thing that goes through your mind is what? Making sure you have a roof over your head,
the power,
food on the table.
Food on the table.
And power. 3 things.
That's the 3
You're
things.
going to stop Doing what?
Purchasing just extra items.
Okay.
I need this, the shirts, the hats.
Okay, well, I just got a hoodie last year.
Yeah,
that hoodie's going to be good enough for another 6 or 7 or 8 months.
Well, there's some people that, got ultra rich during this, but our business was affected probably about 90%. I'm going to say 90%.
We literally slowed down to a complete
we had
crawl.
to shut this warehouse down.
Yeah, yep.
The warehouse was shut down. They locked us down. And there for a while, I didn't know how I was going to do it. But thank God, by the grace of God, I got the coolest customers on the planet.
Yeah.
Stepped up, and they put their hard-earned money and started buying our products again. And it got me out. It got me out of a dark place.
Yeah.
Because I stood behind my product. I still do behind my product.
Yep.
But like I said, I was doing videos on this back, and it's a business owner. You have to fight.
Yeah. Especially when they're trying to keep your doors closed.
Look, and I can honestly say I was part owner of a restaurant. We owned a restaurant. I know how hard it is to run a restaurant. I got out of it because it was just a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I can't imagine what the people that was their livelihood. That's all they had.
Life. We had multiple businesses.
That's all they had. That restaurant was their life. They were down for 25 years. Those guys ain't coming back now.
No, one of my favorite restaurants is gone.
Yeah,
gone
completely.
Ain't coming back.
And it's just like, what's $600 going to do to anybody? None of that money that shows in there that Trump read off had anything to do with PPP.
Well, here's the thing: we didn't get any PPP.
Yeah. Okay. And there's a little insight here too. Is I'll bring this up. Is when this all happened, I called it. And he's standing right next to me. Called the SBA, Small Business Administration. I actually talked to somebody.
Which is rare.
Which is very, very rare. And they said as soon as
the website comes up
and
goes live,
it declares an emergency to go ahead
and file your paperwork.
No BS. We were sitting there refreshing. We were close to the first ones. They put our information.
The bank screwed a lot of people over.
Oh yeah, because
a lot of people to go through the bank, and the bank was just they wanted to run at first they weren't running your credit. Now anybody who runs a restaurant knows your credit's not perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You're
not always.
You're playing the float.
There's some of them that are
some
not.
of them got good credit.
Some of them have good credit.
Majority of 85% of restaurant owners
they live in
are operating in the red.
Yeah, you're week to week.
You're week to week. You're operating in the red. You're floating your bills 30-day net.
Yep.
You're trying to keep your employees paid. We've done it all.
Yeah.
But that was just it's just so disheartening to see so many people. Restaurants closing that were around for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, our go-to was the Fuddruckers up the road. Gone.
We love Fuddruckers, and a lot of people go, "Why do you eat that trash?"
It was go-to.
I love the salads they had there. I love the French fries. Not so much. I wasn't a burger fan. Eating a lot of burgers there, but their salads and French fries. That was my go-to.
Yeah.
If I wanted something to eat, I wanted to get because they had a killer Caesar salad up there, and I love Caesar salad, so I jumped all over it. And
Fuddruckers is gone.
Shoot,
there are so many there, and it's smaller businesses that are more affected.
A couple of cafes that we ate at are
gone.
Yeah,
and there's smaller cafes,
and they're not going to be opening.
Diners, they're gone.
Oh yeah, they're done.
The
Chinese buffet that brand new one to open.
We had a Chinese food
6 months.
buffet. 6 months. Then when COVID hit,
brand new, super clean Chinese buffet.
I mean, when I'm talking clean,
man,
they didn't let stuff sit around.
Oh no, they were on this Johnny on the spot.
So it's just it with everything that's going on. If we need a COVID relief bill, the last one is $1.2 trillion.
Let me give you the COVID relief bill on the Big Mike Show.
Yeah,
this is what I would have done. I wouldn't if I was Trump. Now, I know this man's got vipers and snakes around him 24/7. Even the people in his cabinet that's supposed to be helping him are just downright devious because they're all about self. A lot of those lawyers are going to leave, go work private sector. But this is what I would have done. I would have told everybody flat out in that office, I am not signing a bill unless it goes directly to the American people.
Yeah.
Period. I would not even if it comes with anything in there extra, just Katie Barlow, I'm
just take it out. Yep.
This is how I would have done it. I would have gave that full $900 billion to American people.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would open the economy. Guess what would happen? It'd go nuclear.
Yeah.
Like you've never seen before.
Yep. People would actually get out. They get they probably take.
What are you talking about?
Three.
There's
No,
people
no, no.
right now. They're supercharged. They're ready to go to work.
Yeah. They'll take the 3,000.
The manufacturing
get their
works
stuff done.
Yeah.
Get their bills up, and then they're going to
and you
spend that
bill,
1,000.
and let me give you all a little insight for you bill collectors out there that are still operating like everything's normal.
I love
you guys
this.
can stick your bills right up your ass.
Yeah. Well,
you know what? Don't let these bill collectors intimidate you. Everybody in this country is going through the same damn thing.
Exactly.
Even the states that are open, like Texas and Florida,
and don't be
and Georgia. There's people. Okay, when the economy shuts down, it doesn't mean that one state does better than the other.
Yeah.
Okay, because we all have to. Everything's tied together. Texas is tied to every state. Shipping, receiving, merchandise, all that, ports and all that. So when one state's doing good and another state's doing bad, how long do you think that state doing good is going to do good for? Not very long.
Yeah, because the state that was doing great to the state that was doing good, that good was buying from the state that was great.
Right.
Now they're going down.
Okay,
so guess what?
Let me get back on
that
this.
Good went from fair to moderate.
Let me go back onto this bill collector thing because I've heard you people are the most. Y'all are cockroaches. Okay?
I don't even want to get into that.
Because and I'll be honest with you, I still deal with some of it.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the trash you guys try to push, you guys still trying to collect like it's like the same old.
Like it's last year.
Yeah, last year.
It was last summertime when everybody was hustling and bustling and everybody was making good money and we weren't having a recession or a pandemic or anything.
This is so funny because going back to all this is about 2 months ago, I get a phone call for a bill. I shit you not. The bill was 9 years old.
Yeah.
9 years old.
And that's supposed to drop off your credit after 7 years. You know that, right?
9 years ago, I filed bankruptcy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You know?
9
if you're
years
in
old.
business, you can file bankruptcy all you want. That's part of it. If you haven't filed bankruptcy in business at least one time, if you're out there trying to play with the big boys, then you're not doing it. There's something going on.
Exactly.
It'll eventually catch up with you.
You're not learning.
You're not learning.
You're not learning at all.
I can tell you that right now.
Well, this is the whole thing is like, everybody's screaming, remember back in the early 2000s, oh, don't go to bankruptcy, man, that makes you look bad.
Well,
remember that?
I'm telling you, 2021.
Do you remember that, though?
Yes. Will be the largest bankruptcies you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And
don't knock yourself because...
No, don't beat yourself over it.
Because that happened.
I mean, a lot of these people, it was out of their control.
Yes, and a lot of people.
Okay, so think about like we were talking about our business got affected by like almost 90%.
Oh yeah, we had. I had 4 employees.
So what happens
he
when
had 5.
when you're operating at 90%, right? That means your bills are up here.
Yeah.
So your bills are here. You're operating at 90% up here. What do things happen when you lose your business? Those bills don't go away.
Yeah, all those bills are still here, and you're getting this much money coming in.
It's not, and people are telling you you can't pay your bills, you can't do this, you can't do that.
And then you still have your personal bills. Those don't just go away.
No.
And so what? So here you go. Hold on. You still have all these bills. Here's $600. Have a nice day. That's what Congress is doing.
Because
that's what this stimulus bill's doing for you.
That's all it is. It's crumbs.
Yeah, it's like
crumbs.
Here's $600. Well, I'm going to take this money and put it under the table and give it to somebody else.
Yeah, it's just crumbs. It's a slap in the face.
Here's $600. So have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Why? They're going to get that stimulus package, and I guarantee you, watch half those people in Congress and the Senate net worth go up,
increase
twofold.
Yes, double at least.
Twofold the second this thing signs.
At least.
So why is it a person that goes to the office that makes $147,000 a year or something like that?
Hold on.
And within their fucking 2 terms,
I think it's $174,000 a year.
So within their 2 terms, all of a sudden they walk out and they're worth $30 to $40 million.
Yeah, those are the career politicians.
Hold on a second. But me running a business, operating, I'll get my head beat over by the IRS for the little $400 grand I make a year.
That's not that. You got the IRS, then you got your county. County tax.
Yep.
Then you got your state tax.
Yep. Then you got your business.
Even though we don't have a sales tax,
we got comptroller.
But we still got comptrollers, where we have to pay taxes on. Okay. Then
that office is just as shady as all the other offices in Texas.
So that's a Texas one, not including your city tax, and then your state tax. Like your county tax.
Exactly.
just add it on. So your $100 you just made after you pay taxes. You just pocketed probably about $25.
Sometimes I was talking to a buddy of mine. I was like, we're in America, the best country. Yeah, we're in the best country in the world for right now.
Yeah, right now we are. But
it's so slowly designed.
if
where
we
we're gonna
let the Democrats keep getting away with what they're getting away with, we're not going to have the same America that we grew up in.
My honest opinion, I think some of these people they're caught red-handed.
Yeah.
The paperwork's out there. You guys can go track down the Biden emails.
Yep.
All that is there. Look, I'm gonna give you all a scenario. Since I brought this up. I showed Big Bro the other day basically something that he never seen before. You guys can go look this up. You guys can think it's a conspiracy theory or whatever you want to. So during the Daddy Bush.
Okay, yeah, I saw this one. Yep, yeah. The envelopes at the funeral.
I showed you.
Yep.
And everybody thought I was losing my mind. And I know for a fact, no, I'm not losing my mind. I did some deep diving and found out what's going on. You guys can go check this out. I think there's a couple of YouTube videos.
I think so.
Be careful. A couple of YouTube videos are saying some crazy stuff on there. So you have to really break it down in your own perspective. Don't listen to 90% of everything that you see on there. I have to go do deep diving myself. So I started down that rabbit hole probably about 4 months ago. It intrigued me. So this is what happened. So Daddy Bush, George Bush.
HW. Not W, just HW.
Okay. I'm from Texas. They're from Texas. That family's got some very, very questionable facts of things. So we can go down that.
Well, you heard what happened with his vacation place down
so
here.
We'll go. So let me get right to it. So that having a funeral. So everybody's being seated. Obama, Hillary, Biden. Cheney was sitting there. Jeb
was sitting right next to Laura Bush.
Bush Jr.
Yep.
Yeah. They're all up there. Now, you guys don't know this. The Clintons and the Bushes were pretty damn close.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Barbara Bush was really close to Bill Clinton and all that. It's all the same people. So,
the video.
The video. Jeez, that's a lot of train of thought there. It's too much information.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, guys.
So I'm going to leave y'all with this story. We're going to cut this off, and then we're going to start.
We're going to start the next podcast with that story. How about that?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We'll finish that one on our next one. That'll be our intro.
We'll give y'all a breakdown. So we just wanted to give y'all a little perspective.
But if you guys want to get like into the next podcast and try to research before we start, just the beginning. Yeah. Go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube if you want to.
And you bring up, was it George Bush's envelope reactions?
Yeah, the
funeral
reactions.
Funeral envelope reactions.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos on. Like I said, don't listen.
Don't go to the conspiracy theory, guys.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Just break it down in chronological time order. Think about what's going on. And
watch people's reactions.
Yes.
And then you guys, what we're going to try to do is we'll try to get interactions with you guys.
Yeah. But what we're going to do is, this is our first episode. We're going to have y'all where y'all able to call in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a call-in segment.
Yep.
We're going to get that set up. We're going to run some testing on that, so we'll let y'all call in.
Yep.
We'll flash the number up on the screen. You guys can call in during the time. Big Bro right here is going to screen all the calls.
Yep.
Just figure out what questions you got, and then I'm going to try to answer them the best of my ability, because a lot of people, I get phone calls. Even though I run a company, I get phone calls daily.
Constantly.
I
get phone calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. I own one, and he owns one. The phone will be ringing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Guys, we do sleep.
Yes, we're not.
We're doing this podcast now, so we're not open 24/7, and I'm not sending my call logged over to India.
No.
When you call, you get Mike on the phone. You call my company, you get me on the phone.
Y'all be able to call in. What we'll do is we wanted to start off a little bit about that, because that's just something that irritated me, because this is a common sense podcast.
Yeah.
There's no BS. There's no fillers. There's no nothing.
I know you guys are worried about, and a lot of people not understanding what's actually in this COVID relief bill, and that's the reason why we wanted to break it down for you guys today.
Okay, yeah, that's what we wanted to do. So, look, we're going to leave y'all off with that. If y'all want to go check out the Daddy Bush little letters, we'll tell that story, finish that story up. It's pretty weird, pretty, kind of that. I'll try to see if I can get some paperwork.
Yeah.
Hopefully we show some stuff on the camera as well, too. So, but I appreciate y'all listening to us today. This is our first one. Hit the like button, subscribe. That helps us grow this page. So I think the more you like it, throw some comments down there in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how good we did. Tell us how crappy we are. I really don't give a care, rhyme or reason.
Yeah, share it with your buddies. Subscribe. Make sure they subscribe. The more we can get people more interactive, then we can actually, build a little bit more.
We're lining things up, so we'll have the call in.
Yeah.
I'm lining up some interviews with some cool people. I just got to get on their schedule and see if we can get it right. We're going to be lining that up. If y'all want to support us even more, go to hornsandheels.com. Pick up a bag of Rodeo coffee. I'm telling y'all.
Rodeo Coffee Company.
Yep. It's all blended and roasted here in the great state of Texas. It's packed by Texans.
Shipped out from Texas.
Even
the labels in the bags are from Texas.
Every single thing's from Texas.
So,
y'all go check us out. Pick up a bag or two for your friend or whatever. And there's merch on there that helps us support this so we can grow this platform. So this is episode 1. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
No, so it's pretty cool.
I'm really looking forward to see what, everybody's going to be talking about and the comments. I will read the comments. I might not, comment on your comment, but we are going to read your comments, guys. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do all that. So,
all right. Well, we'll be back on the second episode. We'll let you guys know when it's going to come up. You'll put it on your page.
Yeah, I'll put it on the page. We're going to get this loaded up so you guys can check this out.
You're going to be checking it out. If you guys want to email us, bigmikepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can do that.
We'll have the link in the video.
We'll have you guys got information or a story we want you or some type of article.
Yeah, if you guys want us to talk about something for you guys, send us that link and we'll research it. If it's worth it, then we'll have you guys call in and we'll do that. Our podcast will be that one right there. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys have a good week. We'll see you here soon, Mike.
Yep, we'll sign you out. I'll get all the show times and all that posted, and we'll get things ready to go. Like I said, bear with us. This is our first one. We're learning as we go here with the audio and video, so we're going to make mistakes along the way. So you guys get to see it firsthand how everything operates. So thank y'all for checking us out. Like I say in all my videos, thank y'all, love y'all. But check this out. God bless America.